Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Dinda Alvini Manaharin and I am from TBI 5A. So in this video, I would like to explain or I would like to present my final assignment for research statistic in ELT course. I have designed two cases. One is experimental research and the second is correlational research. I will explain about the context, variables, the hypothesis, and the statistical analysis using SPSS. So, let's start with the first case, experimental research. The title of my experimental research is The Effectiveness of Problem-Based Learning on Student Speaking Achievement in an English Club. Penelitian ini dilaksanakan di suatu sekolah menengah kejuruan di mana peneliti menemukan masalah bahwa banyak siswa yang pasif dan kurang percaya diri saat berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris. Maka dari itu, peneliti ingin meneliti apakah problem-based learning bisa meningkatkan speaking achievement siswa dibandingkan dengan metode pembelajaran konvensional. Dalam penelitian ini, peneliti menggunakan quasi-experimental research design dengan dua variabel, yakni variabel independen dan variabel dependen. Untuk variabel independennya adalah problem-based learning method. Dan untuk dependent variabelnya adalah student speaking achievement. This research using two variables. The first variable independent, which is the problem-based learning method. And the second is dependent variable, which is the student speaking achievement. The measurement scale for this research is interval score, which is from 0 to 100. So now, let's look at the steps I took to analyze the data for the experimental research case. Since I am comparing the means of two different groups, which is the experimental group and the control group, I used the independent sample t-test. So, first, I had to ensure the data was suitable for this test. I assumed the data distribution was normal. Then I test the homogeneity of the group using the f-test. This is crucial to determine if the variances between the two groups are equal. So the hypothesis for these f-tests are: null hypothesis is the variances are equal, and the alternative hypothesis the variances are not equal. To run the t-test in SPSS, I followed these procedures. First, in the variable view, I created two variables: score for the student scores and group to distinguish between the experiment and control classes. Next, in the values columns, for the group variable, I labeled 1 for the experimental group and 2 for the control group. After inputting the data, I went to analyze, then I choose compare means, and next, independent sample t-test. Then I moved student scores to the test variable box and group to the grouping variable box. Finally, I define the groups as 1 and 2 and click OK. Now let's look at the result. First, the f-test, the sig value is 0.087. Since this is greater than 0.05, we don't reject the null hypothesis. This means the assumption of equal variances is supported. And the second, the t-test, because the variances are equal, we look at the top row, the sig to tail value is 0.0. Since 0.0 is smaller than 0.05,
the null hypothesis is rejected.
So, there is a significant difference in speaking achievement. Therefore, problem-based learning is effective. Now, let's move to the second case, correlational research. The title is The Correlation Between Students' Vocabulary Mastery and Speaking Fluency in an English Club. Dalam kasus ini, peneliti ingin meneliti apakah siswa yang memiliki kemampuan lebih dalam menguasai vocabulary dalam bahasa Inggris akan juga memiliki kemampuan lebih dalam kelancaran berbicara. Peneliti akan meneliti hubungan antara keduanya dengan proses statistik. So, in this case, we have two variables. The first variable is variable X, which is vocabulary mastery. And the second variable is variable Y, which is speaking fluency. Both are measured using an interval scale.
And then I started with the null hypothesis, which states that there is no correlation between students' vocabulary mastery and speaking fluency. For the statistical test, I used the person-product moment correlation. Here is the process in SPSS. In the variable view, I created two variables. There are vocabulary and speaking. I entered the data for all 10 students in the data view. I click Analyze, selected Correlate, and then Bivariate. I moved both variables, the vocabulary and speaking, into the right-hand box. I ensured the person box was ticked and click OK. So the SPSS output provide us with two key numbers. First, the correlation coefficient. The value is 0.997. That indicates a very strong positive correlation.
We can conclude that there is a very strong and significant correlation between students' vocabulary mastery and their speaking fluency in the English Club. I think enough for my presentation. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.